Cool. We are recording. Everybody is muted. All right, cool. If you have any questions or want to jump in, just interrupt me. I really don't care. I just blab for a while. This is super informal. So, oh, you finishing dinner? Yeah. I always like last minute to dinner. Okay, cool. So I wanted to talk to you guys about Shift Shop. And I have berries in my teeth now. Oh. I'm a professional. Okay, cool. So Shift Shop. Today's day 8. I'm super excited about this program. When I got asked to join, so let me back it up a step. I'm in a test group. So basically what a test group is there are coaches that are selected to do the program with the trainer before it comes out to the public. So it's going to be coming out at Summit, which is pretty cool. And all right, so it's coming out at Summit, I think the day of, like July 13th, 14th, something like that. We get to do a full 6 weeks of the program, so that's 2 rounds with Chris Downing in a private group. We're selected by our corporate mentors. So like I'm a 3-star, so I have a 3-star and up mentor, or a 2-star and up, I don't know what he is exactly, but Kevin Shaw put my name in to be drawn to be selected for this. And then there's a private group that goes and stalks people's Facebook pages and sees, if they want them in the group. And so I was one of the ones selected. I was one of 300 coaches. So it's not like, it's exciting, but it's not like that crazy. For the 21-day fix, they had 14 test group participants that were coaches. So that was kind of a bigger deal then, I guess, but I'm pretty excited. There are some top names in the group. Matt, all the top 10s in there basically. And, Nikki Johnson's in there and a few of the coaches that I really look up to. But then there are coaches, like me, that are like every day, I feel like, not Beachbody celebrities, like just everyday moms and people that don't quite feel that they deserve to be there, or that, you put your picture up next to before or after Bonnie Ingalls, and you're like, oh, that's not good. But we're really focusing on the mental shift, not just the physical shift. So that's what Chris focuses on above everything else. He posts in the group 2 times a day, in the morning and at night, a live video or just a video. And he told us today, throw away your scales. He's like, stop it with the scales. Stop posting how much you've lost. Like, there's a guy in there. I'm going to show you some before and afters because they're literally unreal. One of the guys lost 17 pounds last week. He has well over 100 pounds to lose, but, and we all just came back from Punta Cana. So yeah, so Big Dave. So obviously we all had fun in Punta Cana, and knowing that you were in the test group going into Punta Cana made Punta Cana a little bit more fun, So let me talk to you about Shift Shop itself. It's a 3-week program, and I want you guys to have as much information as possible going into it so that you can share it with people. Anything that I post or any of the top coaches post, change into your own words and post it. Talk about it like it's you. You're allowed to talk about it and share things that I'm sharing with you guys. It's not like top secret. It's coming out soon. They'll be doing a preview of it next month. So it's a 3-week program. I like to say 3 weeks instead of 21 days, so it's not like in the same mindset of the 21-day fix, because that's so popular. So it's a 3-week program. The first week, each workout is 25 minutes. There are 6 workouts. The second week, each workout is 35 minutes, 6 workouts for the week. And then the third week, there are 45-minute workouts, 6 workouts for the week. So you have a rest day, which I love. There is like a yoga that you could do, but it says optional, so I did not do it yesterday. Right. Okay, so week 1, it's a similar like brackets to the 21-day fix. I'm still in plan C, which is very similar to the 21-day fix. I have 4 yellows, 5 green. I don't know. Now it's switched in week 2, so I have no idea what I had last week. But the similar plans. And one of the biggest differences is it's grain-free. So no grains, no breads, pastas, donuts, English muffins. I'm just kidding. It's just seeing who is listening. English muffins. I was trying to think when I was talking to Meg earlier today, like what some of the like lower ones were on the yellow scales. Waffles, I think, were on the regular 21, not the 21-day fix. But I always tended to hide myself down at the bottom of the yellow list, you know, like flour or corn tortillas or whatever it was. None of that is in this program. It's only pretty much like, I call them like fake. There are greens that are considered yellows in this. So butternut squash, edamame, black beans, parsnips, yes to sweet potatoes and regular potatoes actually for last week. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones we've had. Parsnips I didn't like, but everything else has been great. And it's definitely a change, but it's for a reason. And that's why we've lost so much of the bloating, because that wheat and the grains make you so inflamed. It's not necessarily about being fat. It's like the inflammation that makes your stomach and other body parts, but mainly your stomach, so inflamed. And we look at it and see fat, but when you get rid of the grains, the inflammation goes away. And then in the second week, so I'm just going to talk about Plan C because I know that one the best. Obviously, that's what I'm doing. We decrease the carbs, the yellows. So this week, I'm down to 2 yellows a day. So today I ended up having whole sweet potato or a whole small sweet potato because the parsnips were disgusting and I threw them away. So redo for tomorrow is going to be black beans. They give a meal plan, which is the best part. I've just been like going through, check it off. I had no dishes to do after food prep yesterday. I had like 3 dishes because it was all just cutting vegetables. 7 greens this week. And then next week it goes down to 0 yellows, ups in reds, greens, and blues, and down in yellows and purples. So it's tough, but I mean, it's anything. We can all do it. We've done worse. You know, if you've done the reset or anything like that, you know, it's a mental change. And Chris said yesterday, which was like the biggest takeaway for me, because as anyone who knows me and follows me knows my obsession with donuts. I love them. They're so good. They just taste so good. And you like eat it and you're like, where did that go? It was so delicious. I could eat like 12 more. No carbs the first week. There's like this detox thing that one of the girls was talking about, makes you wicked cranky. So it's been fun to be around me. But anyway, so he said, don't be a prisoner to your taste buds. And that struck so hard for me personally, because I'm like, I just want the good food, the comfort food, like the sugars, you know, that stuff that just makes you feel good instantly. But this is just fuel. And we just needed to get through these wicked intense exercises, and that's it. And then it repeats after those 3 weeks, it will repeat again. And but it goes kind of a little bit different. Obviously, I'm not there yet. It goes like 3, 4, 5 or something. You repeat a week. I don't know. So I am, you know, kind of talking about this to people, to anyone who is into like sports. Like, actually, I thought of Maggie, one of my coaches today, when I was doing the workout, because she used to be a soccer player. And like anyone who's a soccer player or was or had, you know, their glory days in high school, I used to play field hockey. Those people, that's what this is for. It can be for anyone, obviously, but I think those people are kind of missed a little bit in an at-home workout. Like, they think it can't work. But these programs are just like preseason. That's what I feel like on the agility days. Like, it's called speed. On the speed days, I feel like I'm in preseason again, and it's fun. And if you know, I mean, you hate it in the moment, right? But it is kind of fun. So I'm kind of talking about it to like the former athletes. I feel like they'd be really good at it. Also, the people that have a hard time getting, and like this part is how I come in at it. Like, I don't like to work out. I do it because I need to and when I need to, and I try to avoid it at all costs. Even though I'm a Beachbody coach, I don't like it. I'll do it if they make me, right? So it's for those people too, because this is a mental shift. It's not physical. Like, Chris is so inspiring. And I said on the beginning of the call, I was trying to get this video to share of his, but my stupid Zoom doesn't work. So I'll try to see if I can like sneaky record it somehow and just share a clip with you. But if you've watched anything of his, check him out on YouTube. He is so kind and sent like the nicest Mother's Day wishes to us yesterday. And like, and he brings it through in his DVDs. And like, those people that need that like mental reminder that it doesn't matter what else is going on. It doesn't matter if you're modifying. He pushes you. Like, I was dripping with sweat today during the speed, and that's hard for me to do. So that those people also need that. If you just know someone who's like given up on themselves, that this program is for them, because it pushes them so hard, but the results are so fast that, you know, you wouldn't. Yes, honestly, he's a lot like, actually, he did a live video the night for 30 minutes. He is a lot like Shaun T. He's so supportive of the rest of the team. He's got that like soul. He comes from a rough background. He was a single dad to his child. His kid is now 19, but when he was a baby, he had full custody of his kid. Now he's 2 others, married, gorgeous and everything. But he's just a great guy. And I just wanted to share some of the results with you guys from the group. I didn't save and copy and do anything fancy. So I'm just going to share the screen. How do I do that? Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Give me a nod. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm going to share some of them with you. This is Big Dave. He's the one that lost 17 pounds. His results are unreal. Sorry. And at the week. Like, what? You know, I mean, what I was going to say when I share mine, I can show you guys mine, but like your stomach may be getting smaller, but I've not seen a person whose smile isn't bigger. Like, he is just so happy and he's so kind. Oh, some of these guys, like, I'm like, what, are you guys all married? I probably shouldn't post this on YouTube afterwards. This is Candace's husband. I got to show you Candace's results too. They're just, the results for the guys are unreal. Like a week, give me a break. This is Candace. She just had a baby a few months ago, like in the stomach. This one doesn't say, not everyone necessarily says how much weight they've lost. But like, it's just I just wanted to show you guys. I can't share this with you guys yet, like to give you the copies. But as soon as you see them, you can take them as your own and share them. So I'll just show you a couple more. We have like a group of them. I know people on our team have seen Nikki Johnson's. Hers are really good too. And the group is just, everyone's super, I already did that one, sorry. Everyone's just super supportive. This is Jessica Pasola. She was like embarrassed, and so are a lot of us that are like a little bit bigger with her weeks ones, and she didn't want to share them. And then when she saw like the end of week, she's like, oh damn, like, okay, now I can share people because I know I can help people. So that's a video I couldn't get to do. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Dave's been a coach for a wicked long time, and honestly a lot of people in there have been. I don't know, I haven't heard too many coaches that are like less than 2 years, but we all have like a ton of weight to lose, and it's, part of me is thinking like, how many day ones, how many start overs can I have? But that's life. I mean, we all go through that. So whatever, if it just, you know, if it's 2 steps back and 1 step forward, you're still in the right direction. Yeah, exactly. There's no like, and there's no judgment in this group. I mean, this one girl posted this before and after picture today. It was amazing. I thought she looked amazing. And she was like, I have no results here. Like, I suck, blah, blah. And I like, everyone commented, and I was like, first of all, your results are amazing. She had lost inches. And I was like, and I would like your legs, please. And she was like, oh my God, no way. No one's ever said that to me. And I was like, no, literally, like, you have great legs. But like, it's a completely supportive environment. And that's what Chris talks about. So now I want to talk to you guys about how you specifically can start today sharing Shift Shop. Now I know U+2, no, UV2. UV2 comes out tomorrow. I'm not really promoting that because I have so much going on right now that like, I really am focusing on Shift Shop. Pretty much every post I'm doing is about it. So if you're focusing on UV2 tomorrow, keep talking about it. Definitely still talk about it either way. It's an amazing program, and use the same things we're going to talk about right now for UV2, Shift Shop, and whatever they announce out at Summit or coming after that. So first of all, talk about it. You can talk. I've given you tons of information about the program, so now you know how to talk to people about it. If you have any questions, like comment them below so I can answer them for you. But talk to them about it once a week, twice a week, build up to it. It's not coming out to Summit. Start an email list for it. Start an application or Wufoo, whatever your deal is. Start one of those of people who may be interested. Now, one of the cool things that I saw someone do today or yesterday in our group, which I did actually just during my live video, and I'm going to talk about more, is basically a pre-sale. When I heard them say it, I was like, how the fuck can you do, how can you do a pre-sale? I think Facebook's going to take down my live video that I just did because I swore like 4 times. But how can you do a pre-sale? Like, what does that even mean? And then they talked about it, and I'm like, we can totally do a pre-sale. So that's kind of how I'm going about it right now. July 13th or whatever is so far away. And for me to be talking about this straight for the next 2 months is like exhausting even to myself, right? So what he said was he's doing a pre-sale. Basically, they sign up today with the on-demand, right? And they'll have it the day. Sorry. Sorry, I should write not around kids. Don't watch around kids. Sorry if there are any kids in this room. Does anyone have their kids with them? Okay, sorry, I gotta pull that back. Okay, thanks. No, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Okay, so the pre-sale. So you can have them start today or whenever, tomorrow, by buying the all access. What I'm saying is to people who buy in the pre-sale, we just get started when they get their programs or when they get their Shakeology. You know, you have to work with your people on where they're at. You know what might be okay for some people depending on where their fitness is at? Starting with 30 days of Shakeology. I do that for some people sometimes. I'm like, don't do the programs, don't do the containers, just focus on drinking a shake a day. For some people, that's enough to not only get them results, but to get them started in the right direction and feeling it and not being too overwhelming. So if they did 30 days of Shakeology, then slowly worked into everything else, then the day Shift Shop comes out, they have on demand, they have it in their library. Okay, does that make sense, guys? So like, if you talk about it like that, like they're kind of getting an exclusive thing, they can still join your challenge groups leading up to it. And, you know, if they're not ready to, if they don't want to keep going, they can always pause Shakeology or hold off. But either way, no matter what happens, they'll still have on demand when it comes out. So I think it's a really cool way to talk about it that I'm going to be doing. Maybe even if you did like an email list and say pre-sale starts on, you know, the 22nd, next Monday or something like that. You can make your own thing. You're not lying because you're literally doing that. At least I don't think it's lying. You know, and say, you know, I'm taking applications or people like a firm deadline and that like scarcity factor. I signed up to be a coach within like minutes before my coach told me like the application was due because I was like fearful that it was like an actual thing. And so like people like that deadline. So say, hey, I'm taking applications or I'm taking emails or comment below. We're doing this until, and you guys, I know have all your calendars. I don't have them in front of me. So whatever your next challenge group is and then sign them up and tell them how it works and say, and like I said in my video tonight, we're going to do the 21-day fix for 21 days before the program, because if people have never done it, they'll need to do something beforehand. I mean, it's intense. So they may need to do the 21-day fix beforehand, or they can do UV2 beforehand, or some, you know, Country Heat would be awesome. So I really think that it's okay to start selling it now. Don't wait for 2 days before it comes out to talk about it, because then, you know, people will be, you know, you'll lose the momentum and you won't have that. I'm not saying talk about it as much as I do necessarily, but share the before and afters and talk about it and talk about just how, you know, it doesn't have to be this program particularly. If it gets them to notice you and find you and pay attention to you and ask questions, then you could still find the right program for them. This is not for everybody. Oh, yeah, I just got a message about someone ordering. So I just want you guys to know also that this, although I say this program isn't necessarily for everyone, there are 2 people in our group. I don't know if you follow them, Coach, what's her name, Meg Talum or something, Tamal, and her husband. She has PCOS and is like overweight. Talun, thanks. And she, if you find her on Facebook, she's super inspiring. She's very overweight and you know, open about it. She used to be a plus size model, and her husband has MS, and he's been doing this program in the test group with us, and he's in a walker, and it's wild to watch him work out. I mean, he uses the walker when he does some of the moves. Obviously, he, you know, modifies. Some days he modifies the modifier. He uses blocks to help him up. I mean, so to say it's not for everyone is like kind of not really true, because I swear if he can do it, I mean, anyone can. Like, he's pushing his body beyond limits. So I would say it's an intermediate to advanced. Honestly, I'm getting my ass butt kicked, so I'm working on that. Penny, dollar in the jar. You're working with a client that has MS. Check out her page and definitely share some of their videos to your friend, or say, hey, follow this guy, you know, for more motivation. They're definitely, you know, doing it together as part of their marketing plan. And, you know, but he's made incredible strides. So they could definitely start, somewhere. There's no one, you know, nowhere they can't start. All right, that's all I have. We've got like 10 more minutes or so. Does anyone have any questions or how to do this or comments or anything, so we can, you know, make sure that it does really well? This guy, Chris, is a great trainer, and we're so lucky to have him as part of our team. And I don't know who's on him. Stock photos, good question. I mean, you could probably use a few. I would say wait until like tomorrow when everyone posts their before and after pictures, and just go use people's before and after pictures. You don't have to tag them or anything. Once we post them, anything posted on Facebook is free game. Most people put their watermark on, so, you know, I don't think we'll really lose people to that, but, you know, so that it can't really be like stolen and like used for like other things. But, you know, definitely use people's before and afters. And you know, we still, technically it still is the portion containers. They talk about the colors and stuff, but they give the measurements. So like literally it's just so much easier for me to use one thing for all my, I don't know why this makes it so much easier for me to just use the measuring containers instead of the color coded containers. But I'm eating out of a measuring cup right now. So, exactly. That's so true, Anthony. So you can never have too many day ones as long as you move forward. And I'm on day one as of today. That is so true. And like, to say that I'm on day one is so like wrong, because I have learned so much. And my, you know, like Brooke's picture today, she posted of like her skin was so much better. And like, so at that point you're like, who cares about what like weight or anything like that? If your skin looks better and feels better, you know, you're making a change from the inside out. So, you know, Meg, I don't know if the portion control containers come with this. We haven't heard that yet. We need a sandbag and those markers.
No, I just meant like, do you use the portion containers with it?
Yeah. Yep. Everything's, I can, even though I'm not supposed to, I think I might have a meal plan here. So what it does is it shows, I bring this in my lunchbox every day. This is the meal plan, and basically, like, you don't have to do like exactly what it says. Obviously, it's a guide, but I'm just like, first of all, it's super easy, and it comes with a grocery list. So at the first day, I was like about to like write down everything, and you know, my normal Saturday night, I wrote out my grocery list. Sunday morning, I go grocery shopping, and I flipped it over, and I was like, it literally has everything. So I like check them off as I go through the grocery store, and it says, okay, apples, small, 7, avocado, medium, 1, like. Oh, this is so brainless. That's, for me, I don't care what I eat. If someone else just does it for me, that's amazing. If they could cook it for me too. And then as if you can see here, I don't really know what you can see. You see how it's like one red is 2 eggs. So it does basically say, but it also gives you measurements. That's breakfast. There are a few mistakes on that like no one's addressing. They're like, it's already in print. So I don't know what they're going to do about those. Like I saw 2 mistakes on this already today. All right. So cool. I think that's all I have. What else? Are you guys comfortable talking about it and doing a post about it like tomorrow? Getting pumped up about it. If I were you, before you do a post, go check him out on YouTube. Chris Downing. I don't know if it'll come with those markers. I don't think so, because they sent them to us, but they in our like packet, they gave us like these PDF things so you could like print it out. I think they're going to be extra. I don't know. They have not told us any of that. On round 2, you need a sandbag. So they sent us the sandbag, the same one from 22-minute hardcore. But I don't know what it'll come with yet. We haven't, yeah, the sandbag, and that was extra. But didn't it come with it for the first month or something? No, or was special or something? Yeah. So maybe they'll do something like that. But we honestly don't know yet. I can ask about that. The second month was a special. You got yours free. Yeah, so I think it did come with it for the second month or first month or something. I don't know the price point. My guess is $160 because everything's $160. Will it come with anything? Okay, so if they buy all access, good question. No, it won't come with anything. But honestly, like none of it's needed. For those markers, I actually have them at my locker in the gym office. They're like just rubber hexagons or something that say Beachbody on them, and they're different colors. Someone today did it with her son, and he used like television clickers. He was like 3 years old, so he used like 3 different clickers around the room. Honestly, all you need is something that's going to be non-slip, or just push it out of the way and don't actually step on it. Someone today used a napkin. I used, what did I use the other day? I think my shoes or something. It's just a marker that you run around that you don't trip over it and they can't slip on. And, you know, if you could, you know, just print off they'll give you a PDF with the colors and stuff, and you can just print that out in something. Sorry, I downgraded to the cheap version of Zoom. So we have 10 minutes left. How much room? Good question. You actually need a little bit more room than some of the other ones, but honestly, you can do it, you know, if you only had it, you know, if you could put everything in a 2-foot square. Every week he changes the formation. So last week it was just 2 markers like this. This week it's 3 markers like in a triangle, and then they go across. Next week it's the 4 markers. You know, so today basically with the 3 markers, we, you know, frog hopped around them. Honestly, you could make a smaller triangle and just frog hop more. You just have to squat more, you know. So it's the same, I think, with any of our programs. I'd say it's the same as like plyo or something in 21 Day Fix. But that's a good question. I did the weights, like Asoko's agility weights on the weight days. I did it here on my like 3-foot mat, you know, my yoga mat, and that was easy. You don't need anything else for that. Those are fun days. Any other questions? Did I miss any? I've been talking about it in my challenge groups. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Talking about it in your challenge groups and sharing Chris's story. Chris has an unbelievable story about his uncle or grandfather. I forget now. I'm put on the spot. I forgot. But he has an amazing story about how he got into training and personal training in general. I have some videos from Punta Cana. I'm sure some of us do. We can put them, thanks, Uncle. We can put them, you know, in our team pages for you guys to share. You can definitely share the videos. Maybe I'll post them on YouTube of him speaking in Punta Cana, because he's just super inspirational. And like, you know, if you can get that, you know, for the people, obviously our vibe attracts our tribe. So people like us come to us and they'll appreciate things like that. And, you know, if the negative Nellies of the world come around, then whatever, just ignore them or send this to them. Maybe they need it more. But, you know, I don't have time for those people. But so most of the people that like those positive things would appreciate Chris's videos. Oh, modifier. Good question. So yes, there's a great modifier. I don't know her name, Sarah, I think. Yep, that's one of the best things about this program is there's a modifier in everyone. She's awesome. And it's like an actual modifier. A few of the moves, I have to modify the modifier because he does this thing like a bear crawl. And you're like, oh yeah, bear crawl, no problem. But he does it where you keep your knees off the ground for 2 inches for the whole minute and you like want to barf. So sometimes I modify the modifier. I'm like, knees down. But the cool thing is right before he describes every single move in depth. So you have the cues. So if it's the bear crawl, he'll show you how to do it. And then the screen will come and show you like a line where your legs maybe need to be, a line where your back needs to be, like kind of an arrow of where your leg goes, like it, you know, crazy technology. It literally shows you and does this like thing where it's like record scratching, and it looks like, hey, oh, this is it. And it shows you it. I don't know. It's so great to just, I'm not coordinated. So seeing these like, what was one called today? I don't know. It was like a plank piston or something, plank spider. And you're on a plank and you have, and then you bring one leg up to one color, and then he just shouts out the colors, and you keep bringing the legs up, and he just yells and yells the colors, and you just bring your legs up from a plank position. But you really need to just watch the modifier, watch the his cues in the beginning before each one. And the cool thing is he doesn't repeat a move. So far we haven't done one move twice. Well, today I guess there were 2 rounds of the same move, but like in the week 1, it was all different moves for the whole 25 minutes, which I loved because there's no like boringness on it. And today I actually didn't even realize that he did a second round because it moved so fast. So that's really neat. It's like, it's not like a crappy production. They do like an insanely good like videography on it, I guess you could say. When I'm allowed to share, I will. If anyone wants to sneak over and do a workout with me. Yeah, Maggie's the closest. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Punta Cana was great. All right, any other questions? These have been good. No? Is anyone talking about, I know I've seen some of the posts for UV2 for tomorrow. I know, are you on the beach, Kelly? Man, so jealous. Yeah. Oh, she lives in Hawaii?
Sorry, I live in Hawaii, and I didn't want to miss this because I was really interested in what you were going to say, but I didn't want to leave beach, so I'm here.
Team retreat in Hawaii with Kelly.
Yay!
Awesome. That's so funny. That's like my ideal life, like team calls at the beach. All right, cool. Well, I'm glad all you guys could hop on. We'll be doing a lot more of these team calls together. We're excited for Summit. Is anyone doing Chris's workout at Summit? No, me and Sam. Well, he actually posted in the, Shanti, he actually posted in the group like that we didn't need, he's like, guys, you have me for 6 weeks straight. You don't need to choose me just because like you're with me. I'm like, oh no, we're seeing you. Though I did want to do Shalene because I had never done her before. But Shanti's stuff's coming out. We have a lot of stuff coming out. And don't feel like you're confusing people with all this new stuff. They don't know what it is. Just keep talking about awesome workout programs. Use basic language. They don't understand what containers necessarily are. Talk about it in terms of portion control. Don't talk about, I don't like even the word challenge group because I got made fun of once for saying it because someone's like, what's the challenge? My dad, what's the challenge? And I'm like, well, it's against yourself. I don't know. So now I call it an accountability group because I got made fun of for that. That like use basic words, not words, but terminology that other people will understand. We have a lot of specific lingo that we use in Beachbody itself and like acronyms and stuff. Take that all out, pretend that you've never, that the person you're talking to has no idea about at-home workouts and things like that. Bonnie Engel posted the other day, like, some people don't even know what a test group is. And I was like, oh yeah, like, some coaches don't even know, let alone some, the rest of the world. So that's all I have. Oh yeah, I forget. I think I'm an E also, or F. Can't remember. You're an E, yeah. That's right. E. Cool. All right. Well, thank you. I get lost easily. Meg and I are trying to figure out something fun to do in Punta Cana. Okay, first of all, I said Punta Cana. I meant New Orleans, and then the other day I did a post and I said Nashville. Where's Brooke? I did a post that said Nashville and someone commented on it and I totally forgot to respond. And she's like, you're coming back to Nashville? And I was like, no, sorry, I'll be in New Orleans. I'll get that straight sometime. But we're working on something fun for you guys, and I hope to get to meet you all there. If you have any questions, you can always message me no matter what team you're from, obviously. That's all I got. Meg, you got anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Cool.
Thanks everybody for getting on.
Yeah.
And
Can you all send
I'll
this?
post my videos in our team page too from Punta Cana with the shift shop
Cool. Post
for
it
you
on.
guys to like watch too.
Cool. And I'll send you this video.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Katie.
Bye.
Bye.